Hi Army, it's Heidi Allen from the Positive People Army. Happy Sunday everyone. I absolutely love Sundays, as most of you know this. One reason is because it is such an incredible day of the week, and number two, it's because I talk to you guys every single Sunday and we do the pink post-it of inspiration, which is always my favorite thing to do. So this week, what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about something that I actually struggle with on a regular basis myself, and that is finding balance in my life between taking care of other people and taking care of myself. So this is what I wanted to talk about. It's that balance that we have to bring into our life. So our pink post-it of inspiration this week is I will bring balance into my life and take care of me. And so why is this so important? Because of course, we're constantly told in society, to help others, to be selfless. And so sometimes we think that when we take the time for ourselves and we bring that balance to have me time, that we're being selfish because we have friends that we take care of, family that we take care of, kids, coworkers. We may be involved with charities. It doesn't matter what it is, but we're always giving and giving and giving. And what happens is we get pulled in one direction, pushed in another direction, pulled, pushed, and then all of a sudden it just gets too difficult. And the way I always look at it, I had this amazing conversation with a friend of mine because she was actually going through something and she was giving so much of herself, and as she was describing all this, I said to her, but how are you taking care of you? Like, what are you doing to take care of you? And she's like, well, you know what? I'll get round to that. I'll find time for it sometime. So here's the thing. This is what I explained to her, and it's something that has become so powerful in my life as I struggle with this myself, is I think about, when you go to the store and you get that incredible, you get your dish set and you get this great white plate, and it's that pristine white plate. So that is you. And then what you do is you put that plate in the dishwasher, and it goes through the dishwasher several times, over and over and over and over and over again. And that's all the things that's constantly giving. It's constantly giving to all of the people. And then eventually you start looking at that plate, and over time you start to see that it almost has these little surface cracks on it, and you start to see those cracks. See, that's when you're starting to take on too much and take care of everyone else. Those little surface cracks start. And then the more we continue to do that, the more we're giving to everyone else and not ourselves. Those surface cracks now start to actually chip. And when we start to chip is where all of a sudden we start dropping the balls, where we're forgetting things, where we're getting frustrated, where we get angry, where it's I'm having an anxiety attack, that sort of thing. And then all of a sudden we put that plate through the dishwasher that one last time. It's that one last thing we put on ourselves to take care of everyone else. And then all of a sudden the plate breaks. And then you break. And then in that time, guys, you're not only no good to someone else, but you're really not good to yourself then. So, and the thing is we can get that plate and we can glue it back together with super glue, and we can keep putting it through the dishwasher because we're still doing the same thing over and over again. And we can do that, and it'll hold for a while, 100%, but then eventually it's going to break again. And again, what ends up happening is we keep trying to glue it all back together, that plate. But you can only do that so many times until all of a sudden you just can't get up at all. So I want you to think of yourself. I want you to think of yourself as that amazing, white, beautiful, pristine plate. And I want you to give and give and give, but now I want you to stop. And I want you to start bringing balance into your life, which is taking care of yourself. It's putting yourself first before you also give to everyone else. And that is not being selfish. It is not. It's actually going to hold your white plate together for you. And so easy things that you can do. Number one thing I want to suggest that you can do, and this is something that has been such a huge difference in my life, is every morning when I get up, before I start my day, before I start and life and everyone's asking and everything that's happening, I meditate for 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. I give that 5 minutes in the morning, right after I get up, to myself. And that is putting me first before I go back out into the world. The second thing is, I want you to start doing things that really make you happy. One little thing a day that makes you happy. I hope that happiness is coming into the Army Facebook group and meeting up and connecting with a whole bunch of people in this Army, because I know that is the highlight of my day, is to come in and to see all of you and to connect with all of you, and that brings me joy and happiness. And that is for me. I feel that. It feels so good. The next thing I want you guys to do is I want you to start making an appointment with yourself. Just like everything else, you fill your agenda up and your schedule with so many appointments and commitments and everything you're doing for everyone else. I want you to put in there, and I did this. This is how I actually discovered the Army, guys, is I had an appointment every single Wednesday at 5 o'clock to sit down. I would go to Local 1794. It's a really great place here on the Danforth in Toronto, Canada. And I would go there with my husband, and I made that appointment with myself to figure out what it was that I knew I had to make a difference in this world. So I made that appointment with me again. All of these tiny little things are going to start to bring balance into your life, because now you will love giving and giving and giving and helping and doing everything you're doing, because you've also given to you. So there's a reason, guys. Think about that whole thing. You know, when you get on a plane and they say if the oxygen masks are to fall, you are to put your own on first before you helped your loved ones. And that, my friends, is an incredible analogy for life. Put yourself first. Put that oxygen mask on you before you give to anyone else. So this is a big one. They're always so big. What am I talking about? They're always big. But I will bring balance into my life to take care of me. That's what I want you all to do. Army, my gosh, happy Sunday. Have an incredible afternoon and do something that makes you happy right now. Bye, guys.